Shut up and sit down.
Hello everybody, ogbEp coming at you again with another installment of Old Graybeard presents Gen X Reviews. Today we were going to be talking about, where are we here? Growing up 80's style. Yes, growing up as a young teen or teenager in the 80s is going to be the subject today. Because it's very near and dear to me. Not necessarily just growing up then and what we did, but how we acted and how our parents expected us to act. So before I get started, don't forget, like and subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when I drop more content. And again, it's my opinion. You can agree, disagree, agree to disagree. It's just the way I feel. As old, grumpy Gen Xer. That's me. So, to begin, most of us, I would say, were latchkey kids. Yes, we went home, ran home after school with that key around your neck to get in, watched the all-important after-school special. Then it was chores, homework, make yourself a snack, even possibly make yourself dinner. Yeah, we could cook. Not microwave, not pizza pops. It was actual cooking. And sometimes we had to cook the meal for mom and dad. I myself came from a single-parent house, so I would make myself dinner, and a lot of times I would make extra when mom came home from work. Yep, chores, lots of them. Always had lots of them. That's how we learned the value of a buck. Because you didn't do your chores, you didn't deserve to get any money. I mean, you want to make money to go to the corner store, buy something at school, take off with your friends. You had to do stuff to earn it. My mom said, you want $5 to go to the store? You want money to go to the movies? What'd you do around the house? I always made sure that I did what I had to do. Respect for our parents? Oh yeah. Most definitely. Didn't curse around mom. Kids nowadays, the language they use, the things they say to their parents, it just gives me chills. Sometimes I just want to yeah. But that's the generation now. I don't even know. I'm not even certain what they're called. Millennials, Gen Zs, whatever. They're just soft little cookies. They're like a little Oreo cookie. When you take the two pieces off, it's all soft and gushy. That's what it's like. But again, like I said in the beginning, my opinion. Mom and dad was the law. That was it. They said do something, it was drop what you're doing and do it. They said you couldn't do something, there was no negotiating. No way. Negotiation was something left for hostage situations and the police and politicians. There was no negotiation in my house. My house was not a democracy. Most of our houses as Gen Xers was not a democracy. It was a dictatorship. Absolutely 100% dictatorship. Leaders of the house made the rules, set the stage for everything else. Going out, like I said earlier, you wanted money to go out, you earned it. Going out was taking off to the movies with your friends. I mean, I remember $5. I could go and take off to the movies with my friends, or $5 would I'd get a meal at McDonald's and then take off to the arcade for a while. $10? Oh, jeez. You could go to McDonald's, go to the movies, and still have money to play some video games at the arcade. Arcade? What's an arcade? If you're Gen X and you're watching this, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. This is little kick to one in my hometown. But for any of you younger kids that are watching, the arcade is, your game console. Think about one building, one store that had giant games like that, and probably about rows and rows and rows of them. And you had to pay to play them, yes. You had to pay. Most of them was a quarter. And if you went up to the game that you wanted to play and somebody was already playing it, etiquette was you reach up, you put your quarter there, as in, I'm next. And it was fun times. Like, you hung out with all your friends there, spend a lot of money there. Never really any trouble. There was never much trouble. It was everybody there hanging out, having fun. If you didn't go to the arcade, you were probably out riding your bike or at the mall. I was never much of a mall person. If I was at the mall, I was going there to go to the movies. And then some of the stuff that we did was just silly. We just did some really stupid shit to occupy our time. By today's standards, kids will be, I'm not going to do that, I'm going to get hurt. You know what? We used to get hurt so much. I've got scars and bruises. Well, not bruises anymore, but I got scars to prove. You would have thought I went through a war. But it was war of being a teenager, being a kid back then in the 80s. I remember me and my buddy, we used to walk all over the place, all over the city with a giant ghetto blaster. Pocket full of cassettes and pockets full of batteries. So no matter where we went, we had tunes. And the mixtape, oh yeah, we had lots of mixtapes. So chances are if somebody stopped us and said, hey, you got this song? Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Absolutely. Made a lot of friends that way. Met a lot of people. Television wasn't really a big thing. I mean, yeah, there was some good shows for when you were at home, when you couldn't go out, or at home at night. 80's television, some of the top 80's television shows like Dukes of Hazzard, the A-Team, just thinking of some Airwolf, MacGyver, stuff like that. And then you had the other, like, you had your comedies, like you had Three's Company, Laverne and Shirley, The Love Boat, and then you had the more serious stuff in the evening hours, like Dynasty and Dallas and stuff like that. Trying to think what else was pretty much different. Photographs? Oh, if you were taking photographs, it wasn't like now. Photographs back then was, took the picture, used up the film, took it to the photomat, waited a few days, and if your pictures turned out, great. If they didn't, you're out of luck. Money. Nowadays, you can have money, but not have anything on you. You got your little debit card. Back in the day, if you had money, you had it on you, or it was in the bank. And there was no e-transfers and stuff like that. If a friend needed some money, you went to the bank. You filled out the little piece of paper to withdraw the money, and you had cash. There was no debit. It was just purchases were done cash or credit. That's it. And most of the time, it was cash. What else was, let's see, let me think. There was no Facebook, there was no TikTok, there was no Twitter, there was no Instagram. If you needed to get a hold of somebody, you either knew their phone number or you knew where they lived and you went to their house. Most of us carried around a little book in our pocket with phone numbers. So you go to the payphone on the corner if you were out and you called your friends. What are you doing? Hey, yeah, we're going here. What else? Let me see. There was no such thing as vaping back then. It was smoking or no smoking. That was it. And unfortunately, a lot of us got sucked into that. Ooh, what with me? I'm cool. I'm smoking. Yeah, I did. I mean, I smoked for many years. I don't anymore, but I do miss it. I'm not gonna lie. I miss it. I enjoyed it. I don't look poorly upon anybody that does. I mean, like I said, I miss it. I enjoy it, but I just made a choice not to. That was it. Even back when we were kids, the candy cigarettes. That would never fly now. Now they're not called candy cigarettes. They're called candy sticks. See what I mean? Things get soft. Speaking of candy, there was some good candy back when we were kids. One of my all-time favorites were the tiny little taffies called Mojos. Hard to find now, but oh my goodness, they're bliss. Movies in the 80s, just like my video from the other day about the Breakfast Club. The movies were just phenomenal. Fun, entertaining. Again, a lot of what was in the movies in the 80s would not fly now. It's politically incorrect or it's offensive. I'm so tired of that word, offensive. Oh, everything's offensive. I'm gonna get offended. You can't say that. These people are gonna get offended. You can't say that. These people are gonna get offended. Blow it out your butt. That's what I say. If you don't like what I got to say, just walk. Just keep going. I'm just an old grumpy bugger. And I say what I want to say. And if you don't want to hear it, you don't hear it. If you don't want to listen, don't listen. That's the way it is. I've led a really good life. I'm happy where I'm at now. And I am the way I am because of the way I grew up and when I grew up. I'm not overly sensitive, but I do care. I'm not overly angry, but I do get upset when things happen or when things don't happen, if that makes any sense. Again, I'm just, like I said, I'm the way I am because of when I grew up. Any other Gen Xers that are watching can relate. We had a really good time, and if I could build a machine to go back then, just for a little while or a couple hours, or send somebody back there to experience it, oh yeah, I would. If I could put you in a machine and say, here, go back to 1985, go check it out. You'll love it. The music, the food, the movies, the fashion, the people, everything. Everything was just fun and easygoing and relaxed. Yes, there was a lot of hardship that a lot of people had to go through. I mean, hell, the 80s, on a global scale, you had the imminent threat of nuclear war with the Cold War going on, and now we just sit back and kind of laugh about it and watch movies made on it. But everything has gotten so rushed now. The world is in such a big hurry. I wish people could just sit back, put their feet up, grab a drink, and relax. That's all. Like, everybody just needs to chill. Like we said in the 80s, chill out. So, I guess that's going to be about it for this time. This was fun. This was ogbEp, old gray beard, telling you, take it easy, stay cool, chill, love one another, and till next time, take it easy. Bye for now.